I'm so grateful just to be in the number, really, because Glaze, and it's two of us, my husband, I have to give him all the credit in the world for being obedient to the call, right? Imagine we're traveling, we're living overseas, and we decided to retire early years ago. We were like, we're on this path, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna grind, and we're gonna retire. So we're living overseas. And my husband, he's got his feet up. He's like, yeah, baby, we're good. And then I said, wait a minute. I had this idea. I think we need to go back to work. And he was like, girl, are you crazy? Go back to work. We're living out our plan like we wanted to. And I said, no, but there was a whisper that said, you need to go back to the States and you need to go plant seeds. And ever since that whisper, we were obedient to that. We came back. And then there's this little seed called Glaze. Never had an interest in a car wash. It didn't really matter what the business was. The message was, go back, get it done. So when God, do y'all know God? Y'all know God? Okay. When God speaks, I move. And I don't ask a lot of questions. I just boogie. And when we arrived in Kennesaw, and when we got there was no color. It was gray. There was no sunshine. I'm walking, no offense to the previous owner, but I'm walking in the back and I'm like, oh my God, what did we do? What did we do? We were on the beach. Now we're in oil and water mix. But at that point, I knew something was going to be birthed here. And I knew the mission was service. Because how can you compete in this market? I always tell my kids, in Atlanta, you have to compete to eat. This is not a small town. You can't play around, right? And I decided, I said, we're going to make this work, and we're going to make our competitive edge be service. Get back to where the customer is first. And it's not just transaction. And we're going to get back to caring about people. And I've had business colleagues, because I've also been in business for 13 years. We have restaurants and things like that. But some of my business colleagues would say, you're not going to make any money being nice to everybody and, caring about those things. It's about turning over that money, turning over the profit, go, get more. But I said, no. My heart is set on the community, it's set on service, it's set on making the customer experience a priority. So how we teach, first of all, I don't have customers, I have investors. Each guest is an investor, so that's how we treat you. We give you 5-star service. Why? Because you are an investor. You're spending your money here. It should be honored as such. And every employee that works at Glaze is a manager in training, whether they want to be or not. Why? Because I can't be everywhere. And they should be, and I believe in young people. I'm tired of hearing this whole thing, they don't work hard, they don't do this, if they don't, it's because we as the elders are not teaching them. Can we get back to where your neighborhood raised you? I don't know if you all had experienced that, but the neighbor up the street could spank you back in the day, right? So my staff, my colleagues, as I call them, we all work together to build this thing, and I treat them as kings and queens because I want them to know that somebody believes in them. And then as they believe in themselves, they believe in the brand. And then we go out into the world and we plant more seeds. That this can be an ecosystem where the customer is served, the employees are served, the leadership is served. Everybody gets to eat, and everyone gets love. And if you come to Glaze and you don't get love, you let me know. I'm gonna leave my number. You talk to me personally because it is important to me that you have a great experience at Glaze because Glaze is a blessing from God. So to honor the blessing, it is my duty and my obligation to make sure that you get love and that you're served because it's not my car wash, it's our car wash. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.